Capcom has been under fire over the past few days ever since people found out that they were very quietly adding DRM to their back catalog of games, but now one of those titles is getting absolutely destroyed on Steam by people who are extremely upset over the situation. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or via YouTube memberships. Now, this all started happening just recently because Capcom quietly added new DRM to old PC games, raising worries over mods, and this wasn't very surprising to a lot of people because over the past few months, Capcom has come out and talked about how poorly they view mods and modders. They thought that they were akin to cheating and they did not want mods that went against their morals and that, disrespected morals in society. And they went on this whole tangent about it, but now they have quietly been adding DRM and people are, of course, extremely upset. I mean, when we are talking about a game from 2013, over a decade ago, being quietly updated, it comes across as a major shock to people. Of course, at first, the patch was presented as, oh, hey, we're fixing a few bugs and glitches. Like, unannounced patches for games this old aren't super common, and a lot of people thought that it was going to be a positive little update, but unfortunately, that's not all they did because people quickly noticed that this minor quality of life update actually added the addition of Enigma Protector, but of course, it's never let people do what they want with their copy of a game because it says publisher Capcom has been adding software to its back catalog of games on Steam, seemingly as part of the company's efforts to crack down on piracy. Of course, they are going to use that as the excuse, but all you are doing by not allowing people the option to mod their games and these, protections that they're adding to their titles, this DRM actually takes the quality of a game down a notch, stutters 10, 15 FPS lower, you're just pushing people to piracy. I've got to be honest, so by doing this, you're only pushing customers away, and of course, people have not been happy with this. Resident Evil Revelations was the main title that was recently updated that people noticed, and it is currently being bombed on Steam. As you can see, the all reviews is sitting at a very positive. People really love this game. People were generally happy with the release of the PC version, but the recent reviews have fallen under mostly negative. Added DRM to an 11-year-old game. FU Capcom. This is the second downgrade in recent years. First Jill's Weapon, now this malware Enigma. I mean, I've had to talk a lot about Capcom over the years regarding things like censorship, and I think that they make fantastic games overall, right? They have such a back catalog of games that gives me so much nostalgia. It's such a good back catalog for the most part, obviously, but they've definitely been stumbling in recent times. And of course, a lot of people did think that this was a response to the Street Fighter nude mod situation where an announcer ended up having a a nude Chun-Li mod that they accidentally kept on for the tournament, and a lot of people do think that maybe this is just a response and maybe why they launched it now, but we all know that this is something that they were planning before that even happened. So yes, we were expecting something like this from their rhetoric, and on top of it, some people believe that this is, a big revenue move because they do sell alternate versions of characters and skins, and by not allowing people to create skins and, others to download them for free, the only skins available would be the ones they make you pay for. It could be all of these, could be even more to it that we simply don't know, but what they're doing is wrong, plain and simple as that. The people who mod these games are people who love the game and want it to be as strong as possible, and they think that it is some bad negative move, right? That the people modding these games hate them, but that is just not the case, and they need to realize that, or else they're going to continue to push people away. I mean, look at something like Skyrim, right? Base Skyrim, while it is not fantastic. It is a good place to launch off of, and then you can add mods. You can add 100 mods, you can add 2 mods. The game is just so enhanced to the point where it becomes an amazing game. It went from being a great game to amazing. People don't hate Skyrim and then go, I'm gonna mod this game because it's awful. No, they go, I love what is here, but I want to enhance that. That is what mods are for, and they should not be viewed by companies as negative things, and they should not be, called akin to cheating. People are saying things like Capcom is adding a mod blocking DRM that is also known to cause performance issues. This is also a 10-year-old game, and to other of their games, this is stomach-turning behavior, and no one should reward nor tolerate this. I highly recommend you withhold from buying anything in their back catalog currently, because we just do not know what is next, right? What the next title on their list for DRM is going to be, and how many, if they're going to go through their entire back catalog, or if they will cease for a little while. But even if they do cease for a bit simply because of all of this backlash, that doesn't mean that their plan overall has changed. And of course, I bet that behind the scenes they're kind of freaking out right now, but this is the only way that we can really communicate with them. Of course, another way is by not buying their games and making a point, but lots of these are beloved series, and even newer releases do deserve support because they're still new developers, they're new teams, maybe products, aren't censored and don't feature anything bad, but we still have to look at Capcom, and we still have to hold them responsible, right? Like, I loved Resident Evil Village. The Resident Evil 4 remake was good, even though I did not like what they did with Ashley. People love Street Fighter, but one major way to fight back, of course, is to just either go on something like Steam, leave a negative review. And in this case, it's led to a massive review bomb. It's one of the only ways that we have to communicate with these companies, just like leaving dislikes on YouTube, which, by the way, they should bring back the dislikes in an official capacity. But otherwise, you can tweet at companies on social media, but developers will almost never look at random tweet threads. But if game scores tank, then yes, they'll notice. And yes, I get that it's Capcom's property, but when I buy a copy of a game, I am buying the license to play it, and I should be able to do whatever I want with it as long as I don't violate trade secrets, trademarks, or copyrights. That is it. And I'm sorry, but making a new outfit or fixing glitches or performance issues, putting it on a site and allowing people to download it for free isn't violating anything, and they need to get that through their heads as quickly as possible, because if any of their upcoming games have DRM, people are going to be furious. If they continue to go through their back catalog and add this Enigma protection, people are going to be furious, and I just do not think that this backlash is going to die down for them anytime soon, because clearly people are not going to be purchasing any games with this, and all you have done at this point is infuriated your gaming audience. Maybe they'll end up reversing course. I highly doubt it, but only time will tell. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.